How to be more productive. You want to optimize your productivity and eliminate procrastination, laziness, and the pure lack of motivation? Great. You have come to the right place. Stay tuned to find out the best strategies and tips for staying on track with your personal and professional tasks, goals, and aspirations. The first thing you need to take care of, if you want to maximize your productivity, is to optimize your energy levels. If you are feeling tired, sleepy, and drowsy all the time, your productivity will suffer a lot. So let's take a look at what can you do to boost your energy for the day, so that you can perform your tasks with ease. The first factor is really obvious, but most people underestimate it, and that is sleep. Sleep deprivation leads to lower alertness and concentration and decreased ability to perform tasks that require logical reasoning. A good night's sleep increases your focus, decision-making, problem-solving skills, and it's quite important for the normal function of your cognitive abilities. After you take care of your sleep schedule, you need to take a closer look at the food you consume. The type of food, frequency of eating, and volume of your meals has a direct effect on your cognitive performance short-term and long-term. If you are eating a lot of simple carbohydrates like white bread, chocolate, soda, sweets like cookies, donuts, and other baked goods, your blood sugar levels get spiked quickly, and after that a drop follows. With the drop in blood sugar comes drowsiness and sleepiness. That sudden drop in blood sugar is often called a sugar crash. Eating lots of sugar reduces the activity of orexin cells. They are modulators of the sleep-wakefulness cycle. Orexin cells activate neurons that keep you awake. This is another reason why a diet high in sugar can leave you feeling tired after eating. Instead of eating simple carbs, you should replace them with the healthier option, complex carbs. They are foods like whole grains, legumes, nuts, fruits, and vegetables. They have healthy vitamins, minerals, fiber, and phytochemicals. The fiber is quite important because it slows down the absorption of the carbohydrates and you don't get a sudden blood sugar spike. The other huge benefit are the micronutrients they have. They make the complex carbs a healthy option, unlike the empty calories that simple carb-containing foods have. Another key component in optimizing your energy levels is exercise. Being physically active and exercising boosts your endorphins. They are natural hormones that get released when we are doing something that requires a burst of energy. They are the things that make us perform and make us move. Exercise also improves cognitive function and concentration. Another tool in your arsenal for optimizing your energy is caffeine. It works by stimulating the brain and central nervous system, helping you to stay alert and prevents the onset of tiredness. But you should be careful, as caffeine is habit-forming and bigger doses can lead to anxiety, restlessness, tremors, irregular heartbeat, and trouble sleeping. So my advice is to use it as a tool when you need to perform better, or when you feel tired and need an extra edge. So after you make sure that your energy levels are optimized, my second tip is to remove all your distractions so that you can focus all your attention on your goals and tasks for the day. To do that effectively, I recommend reducing time spent on social media, and reducing to minimum time-consuming habits like excessive watching of television and playing video games. If you enjoy these activities, try to do them only after you have accomplished the goals you have set for the day. Tip number 3 is to plan your day ahead. You can do that the day before or in the morning. The goal is to set a schedule for the day and prioritize your tasks. You should start with the hardest and most important tasks first, since your focus, concentration, and energy levels will be highest in the first half of the day, and leave the less important tasks for later in the day. Tip number 4, watch out for burnout, and find your balance. You should aim to be effective in your work, and as productive as you can be, but there is a fine balance between work and rest that you need to define for yourself. When you cross that balance, you start to get overworked, and instead of completing more work, your productivity actually starts to drop as you become more tired and unmotivated. When you feel like you are being overworked or too tired, try to take a little rest, move around, go for a short walk, or do a power nap if the situation allows it. Your productivity and motivation will rise when you manage to find the right balance. Tip number 5, break tasks into smaller pieces. If you had some big goals or projects, you know how overwhelming they can be. Even the thought of how much work and effort it can take can be a reason to procrastinate for days and even weeks. The secret to start that big scary project is to reduce it down into bite-sized chunks. Break it into smaller tasks that are not so intimidating and just start them one by one. Tip number 6, meditate. Meditation is one of the most effective ways to declutter your mind and sharpen your concentration and focus. It also greatly reduces stress and anxiety, which is quite crucial when you work on an important project. So when you start feeling overwhelmed, take a 10 to 20 minute break, find a comfortable spot where no one will bother you, and do a quick meditation session. You will be amazed from the results you can get from just 10 to 15 minutes of meditation. If you learn to do it properly, you will feel refreshed, calm, and your cognitive abilities will be revitalized. Tip number 7: focus on one goal at a time, and don't multitask. It is really hard to perform well when you are constantly juggling around different tasks. You will be much more effective in your work if you harness your concentration and focus and aim them into one task at a time. Tip number 8: pick a workspace if you are doing home office. Since the pandemic situation started, a lot of people are working from home, so I will add this bonus advice for the people that work in home office environment. It is really tempting to lay down on your couch and turn on the TV while you work, but that will just get you into a distracted, non-productive resting mode. You need to pick a spot in your home that you will use strictly for work only. It can be the kitchen table, but you should train your subconscious mind that when you get to this spot, it's time for work. Repetition is the key. You do that when you go to the same spot every day, and after a while it's going to feel like you are walking into your office, even if you are just sitting on a certain spot on your kitchen table. These are my 8 tips for improving your productivity. I hope that you found the information helpful. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos on self-help and self-improvement topics. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.